He had over 2 million fans, a booming YouTube channel, a merchandise empire, and a TV deal. Then, nothing. No uploads, no live streams, no Derek. People started asking the same question over and over. What happened to the man behind Vice Grip Garage? The answer isn't simple. It's not just burnout. It's not scandal. It's not failure. The real story? It's far more human than that. Derek Bieri didn't grow up dreaming of fame. He wasn't handed a camera and a brand deal. He grew up on a farm in rural North Dakota, where life was quiet and self-reliance wasn't a choice, it was survival. When something broke, you fixed it. Not because it was fun, but because there was no one else to do it. Derek learned mechanics the hard way, standing next to his dad and grandfather, figuring things out with whatever tools they had. By the time he was a teenager, he wasn't just fixing things, he was welding, fabricating, restoring, and rebuilding machines that most people would leave for dead. And even though he had a talent, he took a completely different path into the corporate world. It might sound surprising, but Derek wore a suit, worked a steady corporate job, made good money, had benefits, the kind of setup most people would consider safe. But inside, he felt empty. He once said, "I looked around and realized I was living a life I didn't even remember choosing." That realization hit hard. The question wasn't just how he ended up in an office, but why someone with so much mechanical skill wasn't using it. Then, one night in 2017, everything changed. Derek grabbed a broken iPhone, taped it to his garage door, and filmed himself installing a small block engine and a 4-speed transmission into a beat-up Camaro. He didn't have a production team, no sponsors, no master plan, just a busted phone, some grit, and a gut feeling. Vice Grip Garage was born. In a world full of flashy edits and high-end builds, Derek did the opposite. He filmed with whatever gear he had. He talked like a friend, not a presenter. He fixed things the hard way, with zip ties, duct tape, old fuel pumps, and whatever was lying around. But here's the magic. People loved it. He made mechanics feel simple, even fun. He cracked jokes. He messed up on camera, and instead of hiding it, he showed it. Derek didn't just teach people how to fix cars. He made them believe they could do it themselves. And that belief? That's what turned Vice Grip Garage into something more than a YouTube channel. As the channel grew, Derek had to make a choice. Keep his stable job, or take the leap into full-time content creation. He jumped, head first. The projects got bigger, the audience exploded. He revived forgotten classics like Chevelles, Monte Carlos, and Caprices, cars left for dead in barns and junkyards. Then came the moment that changed everything, the 1969 Camaro Z28 revival. That car was a wreck, and he brought it roaring back to life. The views skyrocketed, the audience doubled. Motor Trend came calling, Roadworthy Rescues was greenlit, and suddenly, Derek Bieri wasn't just a YouTuber. He was on TV, bringing muscle cars back from the grave on a national stage. But while the world watched him thrive, something else was happening behind the scenes. By late 2023, longtime fans noticed a change. Fewer uploads, quiet withdrawals from events he used to headline, no more weekly live streams. People whispered, "What's going on with Derek?" Rumors flew, lawsuit drama, family problems, burnout. Some even claimed he'd quit completely, but none of that was the full truth. The reality? Derek was trying to rebalance. After years of non-stop content, growing a brand, managing a family, and launching a TV show, the pace caught up with him. The Bieri family needed to adjust. The brand had grown beyond the garage, and that meant rethinking everything, from schedules and travel to how they told their story. Behind every car, every tool, every viral video, there's family. Derek's wife, Jessica, doesn't show up on camera much, but she's the reason the machine runs. She handles the planning, the sponsors, the logistics, the gear, the deals, everything behind the scenes. And the boys? They're growing up just like Dad, surrounded by wrenches, grease, and old-school values. Their youngest son, Bentley, even started his own channel, Little Grip Garage. He's already tearing into go-karts and dirt bikes. This wasn't just content anymore. It was legacy. One live stream quote summed it all up. "I don't need my kids to be mechanics. I just want them to know how to solve problems. If they can fix a car, they can fix life." Today, Vice Grip Garage is more than a YouTube channel. It's a brand, a message, and a mindset. Derek sells tools, OEM parts, personalized shoutouts, even restored vehicles that starred in his videos. But it's not about profits. It's about giving forgotten machines new life and sharing that hope with others. He works with brands like Motion Raceworks, Holly Performance, Bear Brakes, not just as a face, but as a hands-on partner, giving real feedback. He shows up at events like C10s in the city, signing autographs and teaching real-world skills to fans who grew up watching him. Derek Bieri may not upload every week. He may not race every month. He may not live stream at all. But that's okay, because his story already changed thousands of others. He proved you don't need money, fame, or fancy gear to do something amazing. Just your hands, your brain, and the willingness to keep turning wrenches when things go wrong. And that message? That's more powerful than any build, any burnout, or any engine rev. So whether he's behind the wheel or behind the scenes, Derek Bieri is still driving something far bigger than cars. He's driving a movement, and that's a road worth following.